Hey everyone, welcome back to NIIT channel. My name is Mukul and today in this video we are going to build a complete end-to-end agentic AI application from scratch. The goal of this project is to understand how multiple AI agents can work together to solve a real-world problem, and in our case, it's financial stock analyzer. We will see how to create independent AI agent, assign them different responsibility, connect them into a multi-agent workflow, and finally expose everything through an interactive playground interface. What make this project interesting is that we will be using open source LLM Grok in this, which will help us with real-time stock data and live web search all inside one system. So let's get started. Before we start writing any code, let's understand the architecture. First, we are going to build a web search agent that fetches latest information from the internet. Then a financial analysis agent that pulls stock fundamentals, analyze recommendation and indicators that help the agent understand the overall structure of the stock. Then a multi-agent system that combines both of them together so that we can get a final result output. Then after that, if the user asks a question, something like summarize analyst recommendation and latest news for NVIDIA, then the system will start the web search agent to gather all the information about the company and then run financial analysis agent to calculate the data. And after getting all the data, it will be combined using multi-agent system. So basically this system does is it decides which agent to use, which tools to call, and how to combine all result into a final answer. So now in this project, we are going to use a fantastic open source agentic AI model called Phidata. Let me open the documentation of it so that we can understand what really Phidata is. So as you can see, Phidata is a framework for building multi-model agent and workflow. It can build agents with memory, knowledge, tools, and reasoning. It can also build teams of agents that can work together to solve problems. It can interact with your agent and workflow to create a beautiful agent UI. As for the key features, it has plenty of key features. Like it is set to multi-model by default. It can handle multi-agent orchestration beautifully, as well as it can create a beautiful agentic UI to chat with your agent, and we can monitor and debug the built-in models and all. So after that, if you want to use Phidata for your own system, there is also some information related to that also. Like you can install the Phidata using pip, and if you want to use Phidata in your own project, you can just import it in libraries like phidata.agent, import the agents from the Phidata. And if we want to create a web agent, we can just name the web agent. Then we set the model, like it's by default here set to OpenAI chat, but we will be using Grok, so we will set the model name to Grok. Okay, we can set tools here, instructions. Then it also tells us how we can create the setups. Like we have to create a virtual environment first, then we will install the libraries like Phidata, DuckDuckGo that we are also going to use in our project, and OpenAI key, but I will use the Grok API here. Okay, so now if you go to the left panel, you can see that this documentation is very vast. Like you can understand the agent structure here, like introduction, prompts, tools, what kind of tools the Phidata use, as well as how many models it supports, like OpenAI, Anthropic, Azure, DeepSeek, Gemini, Grok, Hugging Face, NVIDIA, Ollama, everything. It also uses Ollama, which is our local running model, but we can also use Ollama for our model. But because not all systems are that heavy to run it, but Ollama needs very high loading power, so we will use Grok in our project. See that we can just set the Grok API in environment variable. We will see that in code, and there are also some parameters here like ID, string. It's set by default to Llama 3. You can also check this out. I will put the documentation link in video description. So now let's start setting up the project from scratch. And for that, let's open the VS Code quickly. Just quickly open the VS Code here. And now what we will do is we will create a Python environment to isolate the dependency. So let me quickly write the command for creating the environment. Python venv. You can just click enter. It will take some time and it will create the virtual environment for us that will help us isolate the project. So now after creating the virtual environment, let me quickly create one more file, which is requirement.txt for our libraries. Let me quickly write all the libraries we need. Here are all the libraries. Phidata for using the Phidata framework, and .env for keys in. Biofinance. This library basically helps us getting the stock information from web searches. DuckDuckGo search. It basically helps the model search the website for us and get the information we need. Now next is Fast API. It will help us in when we want to create a Phidata interface and then Grok, basically for our AI agent. Now let me just quickly install the libraries. For that we have to activate the venv file. Let me just quickly write the command for it. Venv script activate.ps1. It will activate the venv for us. Now as it is activated, let me quickly write the command prompt to install the requirement. Pip install requirement .txt and hit enter. It will take some time to install all the libraries. Until then, let us create the .env file where all our APIs will be stored. Let me quickly create one more file and we'll write it .env. And here, okay, no such directory. Oh, I forgot the S in requirements. Now it will install all the libraries. So .env help us store all the API keys we need. Let me quickly paste my API keys here. So now let me quickly copy paste here our APIs. So here we need two API keys, Phi API keys which start with Phi, and Grok API keys which will start with GSK. For Phi API keys, let me quickly show you how you can get the API key. Once you log into Phidata, this dashboard will be your interface and you will go to API key here. You can just copy the API key from here, okay, and paste it in your .env file. For the Grok API, let me quickly show you how you can get the Grok API to Grok. Make sure you log into Grok also. I am logged in. Here it is. You can just click on create API key here. It is taking some time, I don't know why. From Grok API, you can use these many models. For reasoning, GPTs, 120 billion, 20 billion, Gwen 3. For function calling and tool use, you can use GPT, same 120 billion and 20 billion, as well as Llama 4 Scout, Kimi. You can use Llama Maverick here. So you can use multiple AI models from here. You can just copy the API key and paste it here. Okay. The model selection will be in code, so we will look at it later. So all the libraries is installed. So let's create our project file now, which will be financial agent.py. And we'll start by importing all the libraries. So from phi.agent, we will import agent as well as from phi.model.grok, we will import the Grok API, Grok model. Now from Phi tools, we will import Y finance. As I told you earlier, Y finance basically help us gather the information of stock prices and other information we need. We don't need underscore here. Now next, from phi.tool, we need DuckDuckGo. We need DuckDuckGo tool. And if you're wondering how I'm getting this information, like what are the tools and all of it, you can just go to Phidata documentation and you can just see all the tools that Phidata give you access for. If you go to DuckDuckGo here, you can see how you can get the library, okay, how you can import it. Like you can see from file tools.import DuckDuckGo. I'll just copy it and paste it here. Okay. Now all the libraries we need in this project are already in the file. So now let's start building our first agent, which is web search agent. Let me quickly close the terminal and I will write one comment here for our reference. It will make the code look more clearer. Web search tool. Now I will just create the agent. Let me just write the code web agent equal to agent capital A. Now I will give the name of the agent. We initialize the agent as web agent agent. Let me just quickly give it one name. Name web search agent. Now what next thing I will going to do is I will initialize the model. I will just write the model name here, Grok, and what model I'm going to use. So I will write the ID of the model. So every model is same in our project. You can use any model you want, but in our project I'm going to specifically use llama. Let me just quickly write the model name. Let's make sure it doesn't have any issues with misspelling and all. Versatile. The next thing we want to do is we have to assign a role to the model. Basically, we have to give a prompt to the model, like what it need to do. So I will write something like fetch latest information from the web. And now we have to call the tool. So basically, let me just write in this we will call the DuckDuckGo Go tool, which will help us get the information. My black box AI is giving me some suggestions. DuckDuckGo tool. We initialize the tool that the agent will refer to. Now, what next thing we need to do is we will show the tool call. True. So basically, whenever the tool will be called, it will give us a name of the tool, like this, like DuckDuckGo is called or Finance is called. Now I want this to be in markdown structure, so I will write markdown true. Now let's understand what we did in this agent. We initialize the agent, we give it some name, we give it a name. We initialize the model, which is llama 3.3 from Grok, as well as we assigned a role to the agent that it will fetch the latest information from the web. We initialize the DuckDuckGo tool. Also give an instruction to the agent. So let me show you how we can give instruction so that the agent give us the proper answer that we want. So there is one instruction function. We can just write our instruction in this, like always provide sources reference for your answer, no. For information, yes. For the information. Now that much is good. Now let's jump to the next AI agent we are going to build, which is financial data tool. The black box AI has given us some name suggestions. Let me quickly enter it. Financial. Now, similar to how we did above, web agent, we initialize web agent. We will initialize the financial agent 2, and we will give it a name. Basically, financial, not financial, stock analysis agent column. Now for the model, I will just quickly copy it from above because we are using both similar model. Now next thing we are going to do is we will initialize all the tools we need. Okay, so for that, let me just quickly enter the tool we are going to use. So y finance tool. Okay, we have to capitalize it, y finance tool. Now we can just enter all the tools we need. And if you're wondering how I'm getting this information, please refer to the documentation that Phidata provide. It has all the tool listed in it. Okay, so let me just quickly write all the tools. Okay, okay. Now after that, we have to do similar to above. We will give one instruction to the model. Okay, we will give the instruction to the model. Let us give the instruction. Blackbox AI suggesting me something. Use the tools to fetch financial data and provide analysis based on the latest information. This is good. I will just keep it as it is. Okay. Now the next thing we are going to give is the rules. We are setting the rules, basically the prompt of the model, so that the agent can refer to it. We will set the rules for the agent. Always cite the sources. Always cite the sources of the data you use in your analysis. It's pretty much, I would say, better. Okay. Now I will write show tool calls true and markdown structure to true. Now the next thing we are going to use create is, we created the web search tool, we created the financial data tool. Now we will combine both of them together and we'll create a multi-agent system. So let me just quickly create one comment here, multi-agent system. Okay, and we'll start by creating one variable here, which is financial agent. Okay, not financial agent, financial AI system, because financial agent is the name of this variable. Okay, we initialize the agent. The next thing we are going to do is we will create one team here. Okay, but it connect both the agent, the web agent, as well as the financial agent together. Okay, I will assign one model here too, which is Grok Llama 3.3 as earlier, and we'll give a lot of instruction. Okay, we will give the combination of both the agent instruction. So I will copy this instruction first and paste it here. Okay, the next one is I am going to copy this one and will paste it after this. Okay, remove the comma and write comma outside the bracket. Okay, so what we did till now is we created a variable financial AI system. We created one team which combined both of them together, web agent as well as financial agent. Okay, then we assign the model and give the instruction of both the model. Okay, because it's just a test, I'm going to give this instruction. You can create some new instructions also if you need. Okay, so now what we are going to do is similar to above. We will show tool calls true Next, we are going to create one markdown structure all here. True. So now what will happen is when we call the financial AI system, it will call both the agent together, web agent, which will gather the information from website, and financial agent, which will use that information as well as the financial stock information, combine both of them together, and the financial AI system will give us the final output. Okay. So I will write one command here for the financial AI system response. Financial AI system dot print response. Okay, but it will provide us with a summary. Okay, provide a summary of analytics, analyst recommendation, and latest news for Tesla. Okay, that match it. And we will put this string to be true. String true. So what we did here is we created one print response for the financial AI system, which basically it's just a prompt for financial AI system, the final prompt, like an example that provide a summary of analytics analysts recommendation as well as the latest news for Tesla. Okay. Now if we run this program, so now after writing the whole code and understanding the basic function of the AI agent, let us now quickly run this program. And for that, I will open the terminal and will write Python financial agent.py and hit enter. So let me just quickly fast forward it. Let me just open it a little bit more. It's giving me something like DuckDuckGo search has been renamed to DDGS. So it's not an error, it's just a reminder that this package has been renamed to DDGS. So from now on, whoever is watching this video, please use pip install DDGS to install the DuckDuckGo search. And it's given us the output, like we give it a message which is provide a summary of analytics recommendation and latest news of Tesla. It gives a summary of analytics recommendation, latest news. According to the latest news, Tesla has lost its title as the biggest EV maker due to decline in sales in second year in a row. The current stock price of Tesla is around $438. The target price is around 250 for the next 12 months. However, some analytics have also warned that the company high valuation has been declined, and declining sale could lead to further declining in stocks. Overall, the latest news of an analytics recommendation of Tesla are mixed, with some positive and negative development. While the company faced challenges in terms of declining, it also has it gives us a quick summary of should we buy this stock of Tesla or not, and it also gives us these sources, which is very important when you are buying or selling some stock. I'm saying it just an education purpose video. Please don't practice this project in real world cases. Okay, so it takes NBC News, Ars Technica, Autoblog, Wired, TipRank, Seeking Alpha. So this information is provided based on the latest news up to 4 January 2026. So basically, it's properly updated news. Alright, that brings us to the end of this video. In this session, we built an end-to-end Agentic AI system using Phidata, where multiple AI agents collaborate to solve a real-world financial analysis problem. From fetching livestock data to pulling the latest news and presenting everything in a structured way. And this is just a beginning. In the upcoming videos, we will take this further by building more complex agent workflow, adding memory, improving reasoning, and exploring real production level use cases. And if you are interested in AI engineering, agentic system, and real world AI application, don't forget to subscribe because I will be sharing a lot more hand-on projects like this. Feel free to drop your question or suggestion in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.